All right. Hope you're all doing fantastic. Welcome, everybody. Hello, hello. We are on stream number 2 of today. We finished one foot. It took an hour and a half to finish this foot, and if I had to grade myself on it, I would probably give myself like a C. But I think the only thing I really need to fix, the major thing that I really need to fix is this area right here with the foot. I feel like if I just fix that, it'd probably be pretty, not too bad. Maybe I could do that now. It would be an easy fix. You could try it. Let's do this right now. We're gonna go ahead and fix our foot here. We're gonna fix our foot here. So here's what we're gonna do. The easiest thing to do, the easiest way to improve this is erase this part and actually just bring it a little bit longer. And let's see. Actually, you know what? I really don't want to spend too much time to fix this, but let's see. We can just bring this up a little bit more. There we go. That's a little better, right? The goal is ultimately, now this looks a little long, but I think it's a little better. Yeah, it's a little better. So, thanks, Omizu. We all need amazing supporters like Omizu Paints. All can use amazing supporters like Omizu Paints. Honestly, this piece probably needs to be a little bit not as harsh. So we're going to erase this. And we're going to just bring it in just a little bit. So it's going to come down. And there we go. And that's like not even the toe. That's just like a muscle that surrounds the toe. Surrounds the little toe. And there we go. I think those 2 little changes helped us to establish this just so much better. Yes. Yes, we should all support each other, but it's also great to have wonderful people around you. So let's see. Let's take a look. Let's go pop into Omizu's live. I'm sure he's live right now. Let's go pop into his live. Just got home. It's cold where you're at. That's the scary thing, because I live in California, so I can still, go out of my apartment. But I think because you live not in California, that you don't have that luxury. You have to, you're probably snowed in right now, aren't you? It's probably freezing cold where you're at. So, oh, look at these. All right, so Mizu's got and I don't know what type of project this is, a fine art project of trees and wonderful graphics. Very cool. There he is. Man, look at those trees. The modern digital impressionism at its finest. Good old digital impressionism at its finest there. So much detail with such expressiveness. So, it's actually warmer today. Okay, very cool. Very cool. So, let's see. I need to figure out Kick, because I can live stream on Prism. But if I try to go to Kick, I can't actually, let's see. Why is this not letting me log in? Did I delete my Kick account? Ah, no, it's not. No, I did not delete my Kick account. let's put in some headphones right now. So I'm gonna listen to my personal development, self-help, personal growth, self-improvement tapes as we paint or as we draw. And let's see, what does my stream say? Channel. I wish they would give me a better name than my first stream, because how do I change the name of my stream on Kick, because it's not working. You know, and sadly I can't edit it from I can't edit my stream from the I can't edit my stream from my actual channel, which is so weird. That's a horrible feature, Kick. If I have to stream using RTMP or RMTP, you should make it so that I can actually stream from anywhere and be able to adjust settings from anywhere. But unfortunately that is not the case. So Kick is going to be on the, you know, like semi back burner until I figure out till the other streams are good. But let's start with this. This foot is going to fill a full page right here, and we could see just the length of it is going to be pretty steep. And what's great is we can actually see like where the angle actually goes. This is a nice steep angle, and we're just gonna have to be really confident with our line here. And try to go like right here from like, let's go whoosh. Get some muscle memory in here a little bit. I'm gonna go like right here. That is a very unstraight line, so that was a straighter line. But anyway, drawing straight lines at an angle is very difficult. Look how horrible this straight line is. Who would be impressed with a straight line? Absolutely nobody. I shouldn't have even tried to mark the two areas. I should have just been with a confident bam. But anyway, we're going to erase this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's not reduce ourselves just because we couldn't draw a 9-inch straight line. Here we go. I could have just gone and been like, bam, one line. It's at an awkward angle, but I chose not to, so now I must suffer the consequences of this line being here this whole time. But that's all right. That is all right. As long as it's somewhat okay, it's a good angle. And you know what? The challenging part is having to make the decisions. Around which one of these lines is it. So we're going to erase some of this. These are just guidelines anyway. So I want this like to be somewhere at the center line. All right. I am not a STAR student, by the way. This is not a STAR student drawing. And here we go. We're going to go. And then this one, I'm going to open right around here. And there we go. So building that section up. And with this line, I'm trying to find just the right line here. Let's bring this down a little bit. So we're gonna go bring this down to right around there. You know what's annoying about painting like right next to each other? The annoying part is that I see this and I'm constantly comparing, but I'm so used to comparing differently. You know, I'm used to like trying to translate, whereas this one I have no excuse for it to not be right, and it's almost kind of like confusing because I'm seeing this right next to it, but usually what I'm doing is I'm like translating, so I'm trying my best to like not let this distract me, because I know this is not the exact angle and the height or whatever. So something I have to do is figure out the length of that, and then we're gonna go like this. And there we go. And then we could bring this down toward that, toward the tip of the foot right there. And then we're gonna go and then we're gonna bring this up right here. And let's go right in. And there we go. So another angle right there. And let's see, we're gonna go pop this on over right here. This should be almost right next to it. So we're gonna go like that. Oops, that is a horrible angle. That is not the right angle, people. Should be more like that. There we go. And that's the one thing about Bargue that could be scary, is you really have no excuse to not see your own mistakes, because it's very apparent. And if you don't see, if you're having trouble, if you're not self-motivated, if you don't have the ability to look at something and like point out your own mistakes, then the Bargue drawing method really isn't for you. Because you really, the challenge with this is you really have to be open to being like, okay, this isn't correct, I need to fix it. Or this isn't correct, and just simply accepting that your drawing is not correct, and being able to like look at it and figure out the answers for yourself, rather than somebody, you know, pointing it out to you. And with that said, you know, that requires a lot of, you know, motivation, a lot of practice. Sometimes it's easy to just be like, you know, show your drawing to a teacher or mentor, and then have them tell you all the stuff to fix, right? But at the end of the day, when it comes to actual, like, the study of drawing, sometimes you need to, you know, find ways to do things without necessarily constantly having feedback. And here we go. Try not to make the same mistake as last time, which was making this a little bit too obvious, and this needs to round out a little bit. I usually make my angles curve, and that could create issues. So that's going to come down to right about there, and then like that. And then we're going to go back up here. And let's go that. And I really love this this pencil. This is a STAEDTLER Mars Technico. I have all these other pencils too. Well, this isn't a pencil. This is a brush pen. But I have this pencil as well. It's got a holder on it. And I've got this entire collection of Mars Lumograph pencils. But this is just my favorite one. I just love this because it's so easy to use. And honestly, I bought like a pack of like 12 leads for this, and I haven't even used another lead for this. This is still the original lead because I don't draw that much. Drawing is not something I do that much as far as pencil drawing goes. I draw a lot for painting, but you know what? I do that with actual paint. I don't draw with pencils when I plan out my paintings. So here we go. We're going to bring this in. And then getting this toe right, and then bring this down. So this is going to be down like so. Oh yeah, which reminds me, I have to do a couple things on my phone real quick. We'll be right back in 45 seconds here. Okay, so back to our drawing here. Love this pencil. Absolutely love it, love it. My favorite pencil lead holder. I'll probably just have to, I want to buy like 3 of these and just have like 3 different leads. That's the goal. That's my next goal right now as far as things to purchase for art supplies. Yes, that's my goal for art supplies. I want to get 3 different lead holders so I can have 3 separate pens. And I think I'm going to go for a really dark one, which will probably be a 6B. This only goes up to a 4B. So I want to get like a 4B, a 4H, and I don't even know what type of lead this is. But let me see. I have this set right here. Here's my little pencil collection here. Let me see what type of lead I actually have. I got all these pen stuff in here. Prismacolor white. Got a couple. Ooh, I should use my rOtring a little too. My sketching pen. So many pens I don't even use. This is just a whole thing. I splurged on pens for a holiday one time, and I just never recovered. So let's look at these. I got the HB5s. A B20. I don't even know what this is. Is this an eraser? Oh, I got another eraser. So this is a nice rOtring eraser. I'm going to have to keep that handy when I can. And then here's what the STAEDTLER looks like. So these are the huge ones. So this is a 4B. Perfect. So I think this is not actually a 4B. I think this is smaller than lighter than a B. I wanted a very dark color, so I picked the right color when I bought this. And when I finally use it again, if I ever do get to using it, I will very much enjoy the darkness of the color. But for now, let's just. I never knew erasers were made out of plastic. I always thought they were made out of rubber. So anyway, off topic, let's go. Part of this is going to start like right here. So if we want a nice little line right there, let's go mark this down. And this is going to come down right about here. No, a little further down. We're going to go right there. And we're going to go up. And I think this could go just up a little further, just matching, just copying. There's no creativity involved. Zero creativity. And I'm not saying that like in a bad way, but that's just, I think it's a good, you know, there's some types of art that you make, some types of painting that are totally from the mind, totally creative. This is not a creative activity right now. You know, you're just copying. But it's a good exercise. At minimum, it's a good exercise. And why would you exercise this? Because just like, you know, basketball players are always dribbling. Football players are always running drills. Chess players are always practicing openers. You know, what's another good comparison? Who's got another good comparison? Talk show hosts are always warming up their voice. Singers are always warming up their voice. Musicians are always practicing chords. Like anybody who is good at what they do, they practice. They practice the basics. They practice good things. They practice good skills. And here we go. We're going to go right here. And this is actually a good area right here. So we're going to go down like this. And we're going to go up about this length here. And then we're going to go up like right here. And that's going to be a little bit lower there. And we can actually increase that angle and increase that angle. Now, let's go ahead. We're going to go bring in one more, this next toe right here. And how I'm going about this is I'm just looking at every line that I have to make and just coming up with like the best estimate of the position and the length as possible. And it's that easy. That easy, people. And let's go right here. Go. So those pretty much go down, but that's going to come across the toe. Very good. And then here we go. Yes, that's right. I'm complimenting myself. I'm saying very good. I'm telling myself very good. Is it okay to stroke your own ego while doing artwork? Stroke thy ego, for no one else shall stroke it for you. So here we go. We're going to do this other toe here. Let's, I think this goes invisibly past this piece right here. Just really subtle transition right there. And from here, we're going to go, thou shalt stroke thine own ego. And here we go. We're going to go, this should end like right under. That's okay. This is almost the same mistake as I made last time. Let's see what is going on here. I need to fix this. This is not okay. I'm making the same mistake as last time. Let's see. We're going to go right here. We're going to go right across here, and we're going to start And we're gonna go, maybe I could curve this up a bit more. And maybe this needs to go just a little bit further. And then so this pretty much length of the toe. This should go like right across. How did I mess this up? So boom, across. Maybe extend that out a bit. Boom, across. And then, yeah, that's not bad. Okay, good, good. We're back on track, people. We are back on track. Had a little bit of off track, but not too much. So there we have this. And this is how we build up our form here. We're going to go from this piece to up to almost the end here. That's a good line. That's another good line. And we're going to come, that should be just a little bit above that. Very good. We're making some progress. I'm just constantly looking across to see the different areas, the different dimensions here. And then this is going to come up just above that. So we're going to go like this, curve that in. And then here we go. We can create this round bottom here. And that's going to create that shape. And if we go ahead and extend this piece out, and there we go. And then here we go. So got that. Gonna keep building up our feet right now. The real question is, after this, will I be able to draw a foot? I don't know. Honestly, I have no clue if I'll be able to draw an actual foot after this. But I do know that I will be able to learn how to copy things very well. You know, I'm actually not the biggest fan of like realist art. You know, art that looks exactly like a photo. Surprisingly. But I do very much like to have good technical skills as far as art goes. So let's see where this crosses across right here. It's pretty much crosses like right where this goes. So I need to go just a slight angle here. And that'll go pretty much from there. And let's see, this, oh yeah, this has a feature right here, so. And just building this out. So we've got this one. If I go look across, it'll go across the first one. Look across, it'll probably come down a little. So I need to bring this up just a little bit further. And that looks about right. And then let's go ahead and go up with this. So I'm trying to find a good place to end this round section, which would be right around this part. So wherever that part, I need to start to curve it in. And this line looks almost parallel. So we're going to go... We're going to aim towards the top of the foot right here. We're going to start aiming towards the top of the foot right now. And let's see. As the lines get longer, it's a little bit harder to fully capture the precise line. So I can already see this line's a bit long. Let's see, where I want this to start curving is like across from that angle. So if I curve right across from there, so it's going to start curving right here. And I want this one to pretty much be across. So whatever this angle is to be just under. So that's pretty good right here. And just measuring, figuring like, you know, different angles are out. Just constantly comparing what I see here. Even if this may not be exact, you know, the best you can do is the best thing you could do from, you know, what I've experienced doing this is really just like finding points across and then just trying to match them up. And that's something you can do. So it should be just underneath. So this is a little high. And let's see, we're gonna go with this piece just up a little bit past, just up a little bit. And then we're gonna go up. It's almost straight, so almost straight up. And honestly, this is a little bit too ankle needs to go a little bit lower than where this ankle starts to curve. So this should be like that. Okay. Let's find a good area to start curving this down. We're at the middle of over that piece, right? Hey, this is good. This is better. And now let's go ahead and bring in some ideas right here, right there. And let's go ahead and bring in some all right, so we've got the basic idea of the foot ready. Let's go ahead and bring this down, and we're going to go bring this toe all the way down. And we're going to go, let's go. It makes you wonder, like, why this angle was chosen like this. And I guess, you know what, if we're trying to learn something, if I had to guess, it's to create this, like, this angle that just looks elegant as it's going down. That's why the importance of this line and why this ends there. That's just my guess. I can't say for sure. But these lines are going to confuse me, so I'm erasing them. I don't want to have these excess lines about. Otherwise, it's going to mess me up a bit. Not totally, not a big mess up, but just enough to kind of like throw me for a bit of a loop. I don't want to be in a loop. Alright, so we're going to go like bam. And then let's go. So there's a section right here. We're going to get up right up against the toe here. And then gonna go pretty much right up against just past the toe here. Actually, that's a little too far past, but that's all right. I'm gonna go right here, straight down. It's gonna be a little bit bigger than this one. And here we go. This is a little bit bigger. This one I shrank a little bit, so that's all right. And then we're going to bring down this ankle and just find our straight down area. We're going to find an area just above the toe to start. Just above the toe to start. Let's see, let's go a little bit further in. Starts just above this toe a little bit, and then we're going to come straight down. Because whenever you're looking at things in perspective, anything that is vertical is pretty much just like parallel. That's the rule of perspective. If you're looking at anything that's vertical, it's usually parallel. Might be different sizes, but it is parallel. And here you go. I'm gonna go right there. And then we're gonna do a little shadow action around this foot. And there we have our foot design. So what do we do now? I'm gonna keep using these two pencils. Actually, you know what? I might as well use what I have. I have these pencils. I don't wanna use up, you know, I don't want to have all these pencils and never use them. What would be the point of that, right? So let's grab our 6B. 6B is a...
Those ones Melissa got you?
Huh?
Those ones Melissa got you? You like them?
Yeah, yeah. It's the ones Melissa's got me. I got them as a Christmas present. From a very wonderful person. All right, so let's go like this. You going to bed, Kat?
Not yet.
Huh?
Not yet, but...
Okay, I want to finish this. I don't know how long it'll take me, but or I could just save it for tomorrow. You know, something I learned from Ernest Hemingway, or maybe it was Stephen King. Something that they said that they do when they're drawing, or when they're writing is that their advice was to, if you want to avoid writer's block, never go to bed with a finished idea. So this is going to sound counterintuitive, but what he meant by that, this was the explanation, is, you know, never go to bed. Never go to bed with a finished idea. So if you have a story that you're writing, don't finish the idea of your story, and you know you're in the middle of a chapter. Don't finish the idea of the chapter before you go to bed. If you're gonna go to bed, make sure that you have something else to write the next day. You know, leave that idea for the next day and then finish it the next day. Not only do you get to sleep on the idea, but it also forces you to have something to write the next day. So that is what I picked up from a writer. I read it in his book. I think it's either Ernest Hemingway on writing, or I got it from Stephen King's book on writing. But either one, both of those are amazingly talented authors. So, you know, either way, it's all very good. And, you know, I think their advice is worth listening to no matter what. And here we go. So we're coming down like so. And there we go. So I'm going for this darker outline now, as our very good friend Omizu had suggested earlier. And as I was like looking at my last drawing, I was a bit of a wimp with my shadows. I was a bit of a wimp with the shadows. They are just simply not that dark. So part of me is going to the effort of making sure that I have some darker shadows on this time around. So that's what we're doing. Let's go. I don't want to just shade it all, just shade it. I want to actually add the hash marks as well.
You like that food, yay! He likes it. Good food.
And this could probably be left as a really nice subtle shadow here, and then as it curves around, and we're gonna go bring this down here. Let's carry this, making sure we get some nice dark shadows. I'm gonna bring these down. What's up, Goat Soup? How you doing, dude? What's up with you? What is the latest? What's new? What is fashionable? What is stylish on your side of the world? So right now we're working on bringing these things together here. Trying to find some curvature here. Trying to find a natural curve here as we go down right to this piece. And let's see, we're just gonna allow an extra layer of shadow along here. Not gonna make it too thick, but you know, there's definitely a solid shadow coming around this thing, this foot. And let's go like this. And you're great. All right, cool. So yeah, how'd your haircut go? You said you were cutting your hair the other day, yesterday, right? Did I hear that correctly, or did I hear it wrong? I got a kitten under my foot right now.
Come here.
No, I'm not complaining.
Come here, guys.
I actually like that there's a kitten under my foot right now, because their fuzziness is nice on the feet. It's nice to have kittens under your feet. It's like having a nice, comfortable rug. Yeah, so here we go. It looks pretty good. Yeah, all right, man. Well, it's always good to get a nice haircut. I haven't cut my hair. My hair is the longest it's ever been. And, you know, I'm very happy with it. The longest my hair has ever been. And, you know, I had to ask myself, like, one day, I was like, how come I've never cut my hair? I mean, how come I've never really let my hair grow out? And when I asked myself that question, I didn't have, like, a really good answer. I was just like, I didn't have a good answer. And that was when I decided I should grow my hair out. So we're going to round this out here. And I really love this decision that I've made. So, so we're going to go right here. Just go with these fine stripes here. Yeah, you got a shaggy hairstyle. What is shaggy? Is that like, how do you define shaggy? Are you talking about like Shaggy Scooby-Doo, just like in a bowl? Or do you mean shaggy as in like long, like a surfer? I guess Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, he's not really like a surfer haircut. His haircut's like almost a bowl cut, but not totally bold. But Shaggy, if you want to share your Instagram and you have photos of yourself and you want to share it on my live stream, you can let me know. And, you know, I'm happy to share your new haircut, dude. Let's promote Shaggy. I'm totally open to it. Feel free to share your your other projects. This is an open room. So there we go. I would say that's pretty dark. Let's see. Can we? It needs to be a little darker. I'm still being a wimp with the shadow. Surfer, it's what you want for the future. Awesome, dude. By the way, this offer is only open to those that are over the age of 18. I do not promote pages unless it's just your artwork. But I do not promote any pages that if you're under the age of 18. Unless you have your parents sign a form that says, I can do so. But I'm still being a wimp with this color here. Maybe, do I need to press harder? I can see myself being a wimp with this shadow. But this is the darkest pencil I have, so if this doesn't work, nothing will work.
Bird. Come here, baby. Come here, bird. Come here.
So, right on, dude.
It's for you.
Surfer hair is fantastic. You know, growing up, I always wanted surfer hair, but I couldn't really do it because my hair was too So I don't know if you've been on my live stream before, but I'm Asian. And I don't know if you know what I actually look like, but as an Asian person, my hair is very stiff. So in general, I have very stiff hair. I'm switching from a 6B to a 3B now to color in the rest of this surface. But as an Asian, as someone of Asian descent, my hair is very straight and stiff. So it's really hard to get like a shaggy style, at least based on my experience. I know, you know, even across Asian people of Asian descent, our hairstyles can be pretty different. But for me, my hair is very traditionally like hard or like stiff, and because of that, I never really adapted different hairstyles. I feel like this one, I don't need to spend as much time to darken it. I can basically get away with wow, you know what's funny is my reflexes instantly caught myself and prevented myself from going into the area and allowing this toe to have this white space in the front, which is a nice little reflexive move, I think, because if it wasn't for that, I may have painted into it or colored into it. And you know what, before I finish this, I probably need to finish up the toes first. Because otherwise I won't know exactly where to, how deep into the detail I should go. But it's starting to look good. Alright, so you saw a glimpse of my art from the other day. It looked really good. It's not bad for a dark value. Yeah, somehow you gotta... Your hair is converting. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, you gotta... Whatever, you know, it's all good. Whatever your hair is, it just is. Sometimes hair changes, man. Like my hair between the short length that I have now and the long length, or no, between the long length that I have now and what it used to be, I gotta say my hair is much like more pliable. I think it's because it's longer now, and you know, it has more weight, and I want to say that it became softer, but I don't necessarily know that it did. It just has a quality to it that just has a quality to it that just feels a little bit softer now. But yeah, so interesting to talk about hair. I like talking about hair. I'm actually ever since I grew my hair out, I've had like this new obsession with my hair. So I don't know if, like, you know, you're big on your hairstyles and things like that, but I haven't always been like this. But because I have like this newfound hair, I've become more appreciative and loving. I know that sounds cheesy, but loving of my own hair. And here we go. So this shadow right here, if I compare it to here, you know, it's so crazy because I'm looking at this right here. I am looking at this shadow, and maybe it's just the lighting. I don't know, but because I'm looking at the shadow right here, and to me, this looks darker than that. I don't know. It's crazy. Because to me, right now, this looks darker than that where I'm standing, where I'm sitting. I don't understand why it looks so much lighter. Like, these certain values. Maybe it's the way, like, my pencil works. I don't know. There's like too many gaps in the pencil stuff. You're defying the laws of physics. Yeah. Do you think it's like a change in your diet? Because I know diet can really change your hair. Like when I would eat certain like I think it's like collagen foods, like it would actually change the way my hair would like look. But let's go like this. We're gonna go tighten up our line work around our toe here. And we're gonna go darken this area. I can't stand that this thing is here because it keeps bothering my wrist, but maybe it's for the better. Maybe it forces me to not rest my wrist on this, to not rest on my laurels, to not rest on my wrists, and to not get comfortable, because I don't think it's a good habit to really hold your pencil like this up close. That's not how the fine artistes draw. So it's not the artistic way of drawing. So we're going to go like that. You recently converted to digital art. It's okay, but have I ever thought about it? Yeah, I actually started out in digital art. I went to concept art school, where I studied concept art for digital art concept art. And the reason why I got into physical art, actual like painting, is because I didn't like, and I hope this doesn't sway anyone's opinion one way or the other. Everyone should pretty much, in my opinion, figure out their own, their passions, their desires, their everything that they want to do as far as the art is concerned. But I couldn't stand doing digital art. I'm not saying I can't stand digital art. I like digital art. I love digital art. Amazing digital art is incredibly hard to do, and the people who are incredibly talented at digital art are just amazing. Or maybe, I shouldn't say it's incredibly hard to do, but it was hard for me, and I just didn't enjoy it. I just did not like the activity of doing digital art. And although I'm being a hypocrite right now, I don't actually like to sit too much. I love physical painting because I don't actually have to sit. I can actually stand when I'm actually painting. Now, I'm not standing right now because it's just the way my drawing table is set up. But I like painting because I could sit. And when it came to digital art, I was like, do I really enjoy like squirming in my seat? Like when I do digital art, I'm like squirming. I squirm when I do digital art because I'm like, so uncomfortable. Because I'm like so uncomfortable with digital art. I don't know why. There's just something about it. It's just like so technical. I'm constantly trying to find like the tools and the trick that I use for the last piece, and there's just all these things that when I do digital art, it just causes a lot of internal conflict in me. What can I say? It's just internal conflict. So hold it at the very opposite end. What do you mean, like this? Oh, you mean at the very, very, very tip? I guess I could try that. But yeah, I definitely believe that the possibilities of digital art is far beyond the possibilities of like traditional But also at the same time, you know, one thing that I didn't like about digital art, and, you know, I've jumped back in and out of digital art a couple times. And the thing that I didn't like about digital art was, like, this is just a super elementary example. But if I wanted to draw 5 different types of circles, or, like, you know, 5 round objects, like, there's like a tool for every single one. And then if I wanted to draw a, like, poorly drawn circle, you know, like, I can't just do it. You need, like, a tool to draw something like this, right? Like, you have to be an expert at Photoshop to be able to create this type of shape. Like, you got to either use the pen tool and then connect the dots and then round them out, or you got to, I mean, I guess you could just use the regular pencil tool and just sketch it out, but I don't. That now that I mention that, it's a really stupid example, because you could have just used the pencil tool to figure all this out. But, like, I don't know, I didn't feel like I could easily just do things. Like, everything had to be a process or some type of, like, trick or tool. What's up, Omizu? So, Omizu says, hold it at the very opposite end. Yeah, let me do that. Let me hold it at the very opposite end. The only problem with holding it at the opposite end, though, is I can't get, like, a really good dark shadow. I can't get a really good dark shadow. But maybe it'll come with practice. Maybe I just need to practice it. So here we go. Let's go into here and finally shade into here to give it the roundness. Wax on, wax off. Emmett-san. Digital art sucks balls. Everyone thinks a trick and a tool. Yeah. Very opposite end. Would I try gaming streams? Yes, I would try gaming streams. In fact, I've tried gaming streams multiple times. But honestly, I've tried gaming streams, but although I could talk nonstop during an art stream, I can't talk nonstop during a gaming stream. And honestly, so I've tried gaming streams on Twitch, and all I get are spammers. Like, all I get are people trying all I get are, like, people trying to tell me to, like, use their, to, like, sell art. They're like, hey, I'm an artist. You know, I really want you to, like, connect with me on Discord. And they're not, you know, they're just a bot. I don't know what the actual scam is. But it's really annoying, because when I did finally stream, those were the only viewers I would get. I wouldn't get anybody who, like, wanted to, like, hear about the game. And also, when it comes to gaming, you know, I just can't. I can't talk. You know, everything can happen with practice, right? I don't want to, like, throw myself. I don't want to underestimate myself. But, like, when it comes to gaming, I have a really hard time talking while gaming. I can talk while nonstop while drawing. I don't know why, but I can't talk nonstop while playing a video game. So, yes, to answer your question in the easiest sense, would I try gaming streams? Yeah, I've done gaming streams, but at the end of the day, also, I'm not, like, a talented gamer. Like, yeah, I know that might sound weird, but I'm not, like, a talented gamer where I would be able to, like, get an audience And I'm not the type of person that would like commit to like 100 hours of a single game. You know, I like to jump from game to game. And if I'm real with myself, you know, I would just be totally non-competitive in that space. It would be so hard for me to find an audience because I don't think as a gamer I don't know. I know this sounds self-defeating, but I don't mind being self-defeating for gaming because the more I can prevent myself from gaming, the better I feel. I have definitely wasted a lot of hours playing video games, and it's probably for the best that I do not stream video games. I would probably never leave my apartment. Nothing against, you know, video games streaming. I still play video games once in a while, just not as much as I used to. Stick to the art. Yeah, stick to art, exactly. You know what, if I'm like again, I have tried game streaming, and you know what, if I'm totally honest with all of you, I do have another channel on Twitch that, you know, occasionally I like pop onto, and it's just automatically, I'm not going to share the name because I don't talk to anybody on it, but I've always just wanted to, I just like stream it once in a while just in case, to have like, in case one day I possibly decide, hey, you know, let me just pick up this game and stream or whatever. But I don't know. I don't use it very often. Once in a while. So don't get me wrong. I'm not like anti-gaming. I'm not anti-gaming streams. It's just I've tried it, and I just know I would be so bad at it, and that I would not be competitive. And when I say competitive, I mean like, you know, I'm just not a competitive gamer. Like, I don't play any fighting games. I don't, you know, I don't ever try to achieve the fastest time on Gran Turismo. You know, I would never do that because the people that do are so darn good at those games. They've been, you know, playing it for like 5-10 years.
Keeping the kittens in the room because of you. Where are you?
But yeah. So have I played video games? Have I tried to start a video game channel? Yes. It's just, you know, there's a lot of gamers out there. It's a dream career for many people. And I just haven't got no traction in it, and I can't stick with it. So there we go. There's a top secret reveal that I do have a gaming channel that I'm never on. But it's probably for the best, right? Honestly, I've thought about just deleting it because I'm not using it, but here we go. So we're gonna go up into here. Everyone's too good at games nowadays. Yeah, that too, you know, like People are so good at video games. They're so good. I would not. Yeah, I don't want to be, you know, spend all day getting crap talked down by a 12-year-old. You know what I mean? I'd rather make art. I'd rather be painting. So here we go, just matching some of our design here. Let's grab so we got our 6B. You know what, I'm going to reorganize these pencils here. So I got a 6B. So let's see, 3H should probably go towards the end. 6B goes on the on the left. 5B, 4B. 3B, 2B. I can't believe they have every single B. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1B, F, H. I think that's right? B, H, B, F, H. Oh, why does F and H? What the heck? Why does it go B, H, B, F, H? It should be something like B, H, B. What the heck is F? All right, so it's HB, FB, so it's 2BB, HB, H, HB, FH. I guess that's the order. HB, F, H, 2H, 3H, 4H. So here we go, nice and organized. Let's go back. What do we want to work on right now? We want to work on a subtle color. Actually, you know what? Let's grab our 6B. Always good to have the 6B. Get some outlines again. Let's straighten out some of these lines here. So we're going to go straighten out, darken this. Oh, actually, this needs to go up and around. And let's go like this. And here we go. We actually need to darken this area right here. Now let me try to find some things right here. Gonna try to add some shadow into here. Try to add another subtle shadow into the foot here. And you know, it's really noticeable when I look at this on the camera, but it's not as noticeable when I look at it like here in this light. It's kind of funny, and it makes it a little bit harder. Because when I look in the camera, I can see the subtle differences, but when I'm not looking in the camera, it's much harder. So, the toe looks really good. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you. We're going to keep working this. What I need to do right now is I need to establish these objects, these spaces right here. So, instead of this hard angle right here, we're going to round this baby out a little bit. So, let's round this out here. Needs to be even rounder maybe. We're going to round this out even further. Right there. How's that look? It's definitely much rounder. up there, but that's okay. We're gonna keep going and making sure that we round this out a bit better. There we go. Right now, just shaping up the shaping up some of the forms around here. All right. This is going to come in, and this is okay. We're going to go shade, shade, shade. Bring this down, and here we go. So a little bit of an art and chat. I hope y'all are enjoying the art and chat. If anybody has anything, by the way, that they want to promote or something, feel free to let me know. And it is totally cool. Whether you have a business or something that you want to promote, this is totally open to that. We are I know there's definitely can feel uncomfortable talking about the things that that you want to talk about, but this is an open room. An open live stream. I'm actually getting tired, so we're going to wrap up soon, but I'm going to probably leave a little bit of this for the end of the night or for tomorrow. But yes, just rounding it out. And you know what? Like it's so great how this is all built. You can see how the construction happens. You can see how this is all constructed, and it's a wonderful thing. And let's see, we're going to get a nail right into here. Honestly, I think this is probably a little bit too far down. Let's bring this back, and we're going to go... And there we go. All right, not bad, not bad. So, by the way, everybody, just a quick thought that this is definitely. I need to invest in a good eraser that can erase fine detail. But all of this is based on casts. So as you could tell, like this is like a statue. Or based on a statue, aka a cast, aka, you know, not an actual human foot, but a representation of a human foot. So, you know, not everything is going to look exactly correct, right? Things are going to look a little off. Or things are going to look too real. You know, I think that's the one thing about the classic fine art, right? Is that, you know, it's all based on like Leonardo da Vinci's idealized version of a human being, right? You know, the idealized version where, you know, every muscle is like glistening. Every muscle is showing, and yeah, just like the idealized version of a human. You know, you got the muscles, you got the facial structures, you got all these things that make up the classic human being of the fine art study. And you know what I never realized is, like, until I started doing art, is like how unrealistic that what we consider like super fine art, you know, like the classics that we're talking about right now, you know, how unrealistic that is, because humans rarely ever look the way that they're portrayed in like Greek mythology. You know, you have to be like in the top 2% of body figures to have some of these like features that are in some of these paintings. Proportion wise, for women, men, you know, men, their proportions, their musculature, like it's just inhuman the way some of the sculptures are designed. So continue to build this up. See, how can we do this? This is going to curve in a bit more, and then this toe is going to curve in a bit more right there. And let's see how we're going to form this toe right here. We're going to cut through this toe. And no, doesn't need to go like that. It needs to go like, and then we're going to go another way, another loop around like that. Now let's go like this. Let's find right here, first curve. And let's see how we can navigate this little section right here. Let's go. We're going to go like this. We're going to go bring this out a bit more. There we go. Bring this up. And then bring this around here. And bam. So let's go ahead and figure this out. Let's navigate this toe. I mean, we've already got the design. We could start to see how the nails and everything. I mean, one thing that I've learned so much about this is just this is mostly like, most people don't spend the time to draw this, but the way nails end up like forming is so different than what you might expect. There is a little gap, you know, that happens within each toe. Where most of the time we totally miss that detail. We skip that detail. So right now, what should I do? I've got a 6B in my hand right now. This is the darkest softest lead, which means that because it's a softer lead, that all the lead comes off very easy. That means the lead comes off very easy, and honestly this toe looks a little bit too wide right now. Alright, the lead comes off easy, it's soft, which means that the color or the value that you get, the shade or whatever proper term you wish to use, or improper term you wish to use, is the easier it comes off, the more lead and the darker, etc., etc. So I'm gonna go with the lighter lead right now. This is a 2B, a softer lead, I should say. It's a softer lead, and we're gonna go like this. We're gonna carve this down right here, and then we're just gonna go and we're gonna go down into here. And let's see, Lucien Freud or Jenny Saville, painters who tend to show more natural realism of the human body in their work. Yes, you mentioned those before, and oh yeah, Lucien Freud. Yeah, Lucien Freud, I'm familiar with his work actually right off the top of my head. But yeah, definitely the reality. I mean, I think it started with Rembrandt, right? Rembrandt was the guy who was one of the first to be like, hey, I'm gonna paint this portrait. If you got a mole on your face, I'm gonna paint the mole. Whereas up until Rembrandt, Rembrandt was really the first to really capture that. He didn't care. He's like, yo, if you got a mole, if you got a weird birthmark, if you got, shaggy cheeks, I'm gonna capture that. And I think that's part of why, though, that affected him, his potential career-wise while he was alive, because who really wants their imperfections captured? But today we recognize him as one of the most brilliant portrait painters alive. But part of that had to do, from my understanding, with the fact that he was one of the originals of portraiture that captured a real physical person and not this idealized version. And as you're saying, Lucien Freud, I guess, wonderful example. I'm sure there are all those Lucien Freud, Jenny Saville, whatever you're saying, totally great examples. And let's see here. We're not going to spend too much time in this area. Let's go bring that down. A couple of little stray marks should do. And let's see. So this is all right. We're gonna leave this, but we do want to add this And let me see, I can actually erase some of this to update the curve a little bit. And let's see where we can actually add some shadow here. Right over here should be okay. Up, up, and away. We're gonna go like right into here. And then you know what? This toe, as it comes up, is gonna curve into this piece right here. So let's go bring this up. Boom. Oh yeah, because that's the muscle. That's the muscle right there. You know, it's nice to like have the explanation of what's happening. Like if you know that the reason why this is formed, because this is, you know, if you're just looking at this and you're like, oh, I don't know why, I don't know where this part specifically is. I don't know where this part specifically is in space and time. But if you know that, like, if you look at this and you see, oh, okay, well, this is probably the bone, right? This is the tendon or the ligament. I don't know the exact term of what this part is. But you can instantly tell that this is probably here because it is a part of the body structure. Then you can, you know, go on with your day and it becomes easier to maneuver and figure out what you got to do in order to make this section work. But here's the most annoying thing about these projects, and I'll show you up close, is if you look at this book up close, there's a lot of like dots, and it's hard to tell if that dot is because of the pencil sketch or it's because they actually, whatever artist designed these, actually used dots and dotted the surface, because I can't, so I don't really know, and I refuse to be a become a pointillist. I refuse to become a pointillist. So trying to find like the right balance of like color here, or coloration. All right, and we could see right here that this piece probably goes like right here. Let's just go. And then we're gonna go just. And just a subtle little area right here. Let's do a little crosshatch here. Let me figure out how I want to do this crosshatch. I'm gonna go. Let's go ahead and start to round these toes out here. So this toe is going to have a little section going right here. And actually, you know what? Once I finish this toe or so, I think we're going to call this a night, because I want to leave something for another day. If it is to be, it's up to you. There's a nice little quote there, a nice little motivational, inspiring quote. If it's meant to be, it's up to you. The actual quote is, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. But I am saying this to y'all, that if it is up to you, if it's meant to be, it's up to you, people. That is the motivational quote of the night, our little wrap-up quote as we're starting to finish this. Let me see how this is going. So we're going to go, this is basically forming like a subtle little round, you know, I'm just using this as a guideline to create some of the shadows here. And then we're going to go, if it's meant to be, it's up to you. I just want to keep saying that motivational quote. Let's see. All right, so here we go. Let's go give these shade. And then it's amazing how much shadowing can affect, or shading can affect a drawing. Just the right shadow or the wrong shadow can have such a big effect. But with that, you know, we're going to take a little break. We're going to take a long break, basically go to bed. Not part of the way they printed the image using Band-Aid dots or halftone. I don't know. It sounds like you're more familiar with that process than I am. Because I could definitely tell. You know, I could definitely tell that there's some texture involved. Because like right here, you know, this is the bigger picture, right? There's a small picture right here. There's a smaller version of this. And you can see, I think it's from the pencil sketch. But this is obviously not a pencil sketch. I don't think this is a pencil sketch. This is the actual sketch and the planning, and then this is the actual thing itself. And I don't know what a Band-Aid dot or halftone is, but you know, like it looks like they actually drew the individual like fingerprints. I don't know. That's pretty crazy to me. I don't know if they actually did that, but it looks like it's dotted, you know? So I refuse to do the dots, but I can't tell if it's because somebody actually did it. Yeah. I don't know. I guess this is a pencil drawing, but this is definitely a reproduction of a pencil drawing. This seems a little harder to tell. Did somebody actually sketch out every line? Like, I know there's a Than Trin or something like that. There's an artist who actually does art like this, where they draw out every line in this subtle detail. And I really like his art. He's an incredibly talented artist. Let me look him up. I actually have him on my Instagram. We're gonna promo, yes, a contour drawing. That's right. That's the word that we need. But let me see if I can pull him up. Than Trey T. Try Shiva. Everybody, I'm about to show you this amazing artist, and it'll blow your mind. So this guy's name is Try Shiva.
Okay. What shall I get you, Simba?
Look at this art. So this guy, even with his paintings, he carefully does every single contour of the figure.
Okay.
Even with his shading or his painting work. Like, he does every contour. Like, he's like drilling in the contour. You can see in his work, every single contour, he like sketches it in, even with pencil. every single contour. Look at his pen drawings. This guy is like incredibly talented. Very what's that word when people are like very detailed? Conscientious. Such a conscientious artist. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this amazing. He's just such a great artist. He has this book. I might get it at some point, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to learn this style, you know, like I just don't see any practicality. I guess we don't always do art for the practicality of it, but like I feel like there's the amount of time spent. I guess I'm criticizing now myself of why I wouldn't want to do this is like, you know, the amount of time spent doing all of that detail, you know, unless it's the work itself, unless you really love it, I feel like, you know, you could find your own, you could do so much with the time that is invested into doing this style.
Oh.
But yeah, this guy's really good. Like, I think this guy could forge a dollar bill. Not just a dollar bill, like an actual, like, American, any bill. He could probably forge any currency. I wouldn't be surprised if he learned from somebody who is like a professional forger. But I'm totally joking. I'm not trying to throw anybody on the bus. But yeah, Thin Lee, Shiba is his name, not Thin Lee. But like his paintings, I mean, he's an amazing painter. I mean, as you imagine, anybody who is that good, that conscientious about details is like gonna be a brilliant painter. But I mean, realist painter at least. But yeah, his art, like, look at that. I mean, this is all just the super classical style. I don't even know their names. There's a lot of artists who like did this style. Why is this? Oh, but yeah, he's amazing. Like, all the amount of pen control that's required to do every single one of those lines is just mind-boggling. It is absolutely mind-boggling. Can't even begin to look, what an amazing painting, right? This is an incredible painting with every line just so obviously, anyway, I'm never going to do that. I don't want to say never, but I just cannot. I don't know. I almost feel like I shouldn't say that because it makes me sound lazy or like, you know, someone that doesn't want to dedicate the effort or the time to do something. But I don't know. I can't see it. I don't know. Maybe I am. But anyway, here we are with a little bit of progress on here. And we're going to wrap this up for the night. We'll be back another day. But hey, those of you here, let's see. Yeah, we still got a little bit of work to do, but, you know, things are looking all right, right? Things are looking good. We're matchy-matchy. We're on par. We are fairly accurate. Fairly accurate, yeah, not bad. I'm glad with where we're at. So, once we move into the next phase, I'm sure everything will turn out just right. So, with that, everyone, thanks so much for being here, and have a great night.
Okay.